What's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to be reviewing my complete methanol injection kit, including my direct port methanol injection kit I got from SpeedTech Motorsports, and also my Snow Performance Stage 2 methanol kit. It's all together in one kit. I'm reviewing it right now, so if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and stick around. You're going to want to watch this whole video. No matter which Mini Cooper you drive, check out my Facebook group. It's called Mini Cooper DIY. I'll put a link to that in the description, or you can just go to Facebook and type Mini Cooper DIY in the search bar. You can find it that way. Let's get to the video. Okay, so first I'm just going to go ahead and go over my whole kit, show you how it's installed, show you some changes I've made since I've made the installation video, because I did make a mistake on my first installation video for the Snow Performance Kit, and I was called out on it by a bunch of my subscribers and a bunch of people on my Facebook group. So thank you guys that called me out on that, and I fixed it, and I'm going to show you what's wrong right now. I'll tell you which part I was called out on, and I'm going to show you right now how everything's ran together. Okay, we're going to go over it real quick. Starting from the back of the car, this is where my methanol is. See if you can see in there. Not about half full. Then I have my gauge that tells me, or this is my level sensor. It tells me when I'm low. This is a steel braided line that I added, and the reason I added that is because if you watched my installation video, I had a solenoid right here, which is now right here. And since I had to remove it, because the solenoid has to go after the pump. And I'm going to go over this real quick. So, line to the pump, then line all the way around to the solenoid, which is now after the pump, which runs all the way up to the front of the car. And runs up my floorboard to the front of my car right here. I have my controller, which runs, the wiring runs underneath my dash to the other side where my gauge is, which I'll show you right now. My gauge is right here, right by my dash. I just have one of these arms holding my scan gauge. It's just a cell phone holder, holds my scan gauge and my boost gauge all together. I just stuck these lights in there because I couldn't find a better place to put them. But the amber one is to tell me when I'm low on methanol, and the green one tells me when it's spraying. And it runs through my underneath my dash where my cabin air filter is. Runs underneath right there, comes out right here by my, I also have my vacuum line that goes to my boost tap. Then it runs down, let's see if you can see that it loops down, comes into my direct port kit, which I got from SpeedTech Motorsports. Thing's freaking awesome. And then it comes out, you can see the red hose that comes out right there, comes out of the direct port kit, runs up all the way up here where I have a check valve. You do not need this check valve. The only reason I have it there is so that when I need to take, if I ever need to take this hose off, I just have somewhere to disconnect it, because it's really hard to disconnect it down there where I have the direct port installed. But if you follow that down, see if I can get a better shot of it. All right, you can't really see it that clearly, but right there where my light is shining, I have a flashlight on it. That's where I'm teed in to where my nozzle is. That's my 175 millimeter or milliliter per minute nozzle. Then back up here where the direct port kit is, this is a solenoid that comes on at the same time that your pump comes on, and then it sprays through these. And there's a spacer you have right here. I have videos for both of these installations. I'll link to both installations in the description. But there's a spacer right there. All my injectors, there's 4 of them, or 4 nozzles, 1 for each cylinder for the direct port. Now for the review of the kit. So far, okay, I started out, I ran just the single nozzle, the 175. Well, I started out, I had a 225 milliliter per minute nozzle with no direct port. And I was just running distilled water. And that worked great on hot days. On cold days, it doesn't do really anything. I'm not tuned for it yet. I have a tune for it. I just haven't installed it on my car. well, and that'll be for methanol, not water. But on a hot day with just the water injection, because the water where the first kit, whether you're using methanol or water, it injects before the sensor that tells you your intake temperature. So I could get on a hot day more than 10 degrees below ambient on my intake air temperature, which is freaking great. And with the direct port, I mean, it's colder. It just doesn't read it because it's after the mass airflow, or it's after the map sensor and also the air intake sensor. But like I said, I was running a 225 milliliter per minute nozzle before I ran the direct port. Once I installed the direct port, that was way too much fluid, so I ordered the next size down, which was a 175, which is about the max I can run right now at my horsepower level. So if you have less horsepower than I do, I'm running a JMTC S42 from JM Turbo Coopers. I got that from Mario Palza, so just if you hit him up, he can send you one. But if you have something smaller than that, you're going to want to use less than the 175 nozzle that I have. And the way I have mine set up, I'm starting the boost at 5 psi, and it's progressive. So I'm progressing it all the way up to 22 psi, because that's where my max boost is. And if I had a smaller nozzle, I would probably have that max boost set lower, but setting it at 22 works great. I don't get any type of bog or anything. It actually feels, when it hits, it actually kind of feels like a really, I don't know if you've ever had nitrous in your car, but if it feels like a small shot of nitrous compared to what the turbo felt like before the methanol. But since this is a review on the methanol kits, there are two separate kits. One is the Stage 2 kit from Snow Performance, and the other one is the direct port methanol kit from SpeedTech Motorsports. I'm going to kind of review those separately and together. But the quality of the build for both of them is great. They're both super high quality stuff. I've never gotten anything from SpeedTech Motorsports that wasn't super high quality. They're a great company. Abraham's a really good guy, and if you can message him on Instagram, and he'll talk you through whatever you need, and won't steer you in the wrong direction. On my original install, if you watch the video, I didn't use any E6000, which is this stuff. I didn't use any of this. I just ran it, but I was just using distilled water, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But a lot of stuff obviously leaked, so I went and bought this stuff. But it comes, your Snow Performance kit actually comes with a really small tube of this, which is enough to do both kits. You don't need to go out and buy more of this. But I did, because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough, and I live way out in the mountains, so I didn't want to not have it and not have any way to go get it. But since I've sealed it with this, no leaks. I don't have any leaks anywhere. I don't have any boost leaks. When I bought my new turbo, I was getting boost leak. I blew out the hose where the 175 nozzle is, but I sealed it with this. I've had no issues since, and yeah, so far everything works flawlessly as expected. And I'm 100% happy with both the Snow Performance Stage 2 kit and also the SpeedTech Motorsports direct port methanol kit. I'm actually so happy with these kits that with any boosted application that I have from now on, I'm going to run at least water injection. In fact, I'll probably even run water injection on my Subaru Forester, because it's a turbo. It's a Forester XT. I have an R53. I'm actually going to do the kit from SpeedTech Motorsports for that too, when they have one available. But yeah, I would definitely recommend methanol for any boosted application, not just an R56. I'm actually not going to do a driving section in this video, in this review, because I am also going to review my turbo that I just got, the JMTC S42, and I want to do one driving video for both. I don't want to do a whole bunch of driving videos because it'll be redundant, and my channel doesn't really go for the driving videos anyway. But I feel like I owe it to people with my new intake and my turbo and my methanol, to do at least one video. But yeah, I'll do it all in one video so you guys can actually see how much it cools. You can hear my new intake my do-it-yourself intake that I built, and you can hear my Go Fast Bits DV Plus blow off sounds. It sounds like a rally car. It's pretty cool. I like it. Well, I don't want to ramble too much, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down, and I'll catch you in the next video.